Hey G fans, GojiFan93 here, and I just got off work and I decided to actually make a small little video about talking about the teaser trailer that came out for Godzilla. Well, I guess now it's called Godzilla X Kong. So I made a post talking about my just a really quick reaction about it, and I basically said meh to it, but I thought that I would, that it would be fair to go more into it. I'm gonna try to keep this video not too long because I don't want to be making like an hour-long video about a 30-second little teaser thing. But so I've been known to not be too excited about the MonsterVerse and the future of it, and Godzilla vs. Kong was an entertaining movie, but, as the movies have gone on, I just kind of feel that I kind of miss the direction that 2014 was maybe trying to go for, where it was trying to be this more serious, darker tone thing, and the films have been, more progressively just gotten, sillier, really, and that's okay. I mean, I'm not saying that these films need to be intelligent or smart or whatever, but it just seems like they just are getting more and more goofy. So I don't know, but regardless, Godzilla vs. Kong really was, it was entertaining and I did enjoy it, but the thing that really annoyed me was the fact that Mechagodzilla was in it, and that bothered me. And the fact that Godzilla and Kong teamed up at the end. That was the biggest thing for me, that I was I really did not want that. I wanted them to both fight to the death, and I wanted Legendary to have the balls to actually kill off one of the characters or something. But I understand that they didn't really want to do that because money, and they want to keep on making sequels and milk the crap out of this and all that stuff. I've also been a big proponent in saying that I am not a fan of Godzilla having this type of cinematic universe, because I have seen what it has done to Marvel, and that hasn't turned out well. What it's done to Star Wars, that hasn't turned out well. It just seems like cinematic universes just aren't a good thing for a lot of stuff. And Marvel's gotten away with it for a long time, but I think even Marvel now has started to, get a lower quality. But regardless of that, the teaser title thing came out for Godzilla and Kong, and that was the thing. It was first called Godzilla and Kong, which I just thought was the most laughably stupid title for a film. I was like, are you you're joking, right? Oh, Godzilla and Kong, friendship is magic. It just seems it's really Godzilla and Kong should not be friends. I'm sorry, they shouldn't. I don't like the idea that they team up and that they're gonna fight a bigger enemy and stuff, and I don't know. So the fact that they just changed the title now to Godzilla X Kong is kind of weird to me, because it seems okay, does that mean that they're going to be fighting each other again? Because technically when you do crossover films, when there's an X in the middle of both franchise names, or property names, that means that they fight each other. So I'm a little confused on what this title means. The other thing is the subtitle to it, The New Empire. What? What is that? And then in the teaser, they show this lanky looking Kong lookalike guy, which that's not Kong, obviously. This is probably the villain, which everybody's talking about. This is probably the new bad kaiju or whatever. And he's sitting on this throne, and there's a bunch of bones and everything in this lair, and then at the end they show Godzilla and Kong's skulls, and they're dead or something. I don't know. So the thing that's confusing to me, or the thing that I am concerned about, is that this film just seems to be going insane with where they're going with it. I have no idea what they're gonna do with it. I am intrigued, but I'm just so nervous that they're going so far into just nuts territory that it just completely destroys what little semblance of groundedness that the MonsterVerse was trying to go for. I don't know. It just seems like we have gone so far from when 2014 came out and what that film had in terms of tone and theming to now what this is potentially going to be. Now, the other thing that is intriguing, though, that I actually really, if they do this, I'm actually going to be very excited, is if they tap into the backstory of this ancient rivalry. Like, is this actually about the past? Like, is it about, when Godzilla, or maybe multiple Godzillas, were fighting a clan of Kongs or something? Like, that was the cool thing about Godzilla vs. Kong, is we got a glimpse about, the Hollow Earth, and we got a glimpse of Kong's family, and that was really freaking cool. Like, I really liked that. I wanted more of that. Like, I was like, okay, let's maybe do that, Again, the idea of having a visual of a bunch of Kongs fighting, maybe a bunch of Godzillas, is kind of a silly thing, but hey, if we're going this far, we might as well just, go all the way, right? So, that was interesting. So I hope that that's the direction that this film is taking, because if it's taking place after the events of Godzilla and Kong, or Godzilla vs. Kong, I really have no idea how this is going to fit. Like, is there going to be a new uprising of this different faction of Kong people? I don't know. It's just weird. Like, it just seems so silly now, and I just don't know. So I hope that it may point more towards the history or the past of the ancient rivalry, because I want to see more of Godzilla fighting Kong. I want more of that, and I want less of the friendship aspect of it. I cannot see them as friends. I'm sorry. I just can't get that. I understand that a lot of people are excited about this film, and I understand that there are a lot of people that loved Godzilla vs. Kong, and I don't have a problem with that. Again, it was not a bad film. I just don't like the fact that they teamed up. I really wanted, basically what it was like in the original film. I mean, King Kong versus Godzilla in 1962, they didn't team up. Nope, they fought to the death, and then that was cool. We didn't even really see them die, so, I mean, they could have done the same thing here. But I understand that they want to continue this franchise, and they want to keep on pumping out films, which kind of scares me, because it just seems like each film is now a commercial for the next one, or an advertisement for the next one, and that just kind of bothers me. But so that's pretty much my thoughts, guys. There's really nothing else I can say, otherwise I'm just going to be repeating myself. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. What are your thoughts, what are your predictions, what might happen. I'll definitely want to read those and see what you guys think. Let's have a discussion, and let's keep the comments civil for this, because we know every time a new MonsterVerse film comes out, everyone loses their mind. So, but that's it for me, guys. That's my thoughts on this trailer. We'll have to see more when more comes, and maybe it'll get better. Who knows? So, but as for right now, as it stands, it's meh to me. So, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you guys later. Stay big, G fans.